Hey there, Resurrection Gig Harbor family. I'm so excited to be coming to you today. We're just a little over 3 weeks away from our soft launch, which is kind of wild to me. Yeah, I feel like the season has gone by really quickly, and the Lord has been doing a lot. He's been bringing a lot of people, He's been doing a lot of work. I know in my own life, in the life of His people, the church, and we just had our last monthly gathering last weekend. And the next time we gather together in Gig Harbor will be for our first weekly worship gathering as Resurrection Gig Harbor during our soft launch. And I am so excited for that. So I wanted to come to you today, give you a quick update, an important date that you need to know that's not September 12th. Actually, it's September 5th, and I'll tell you about that in a second. Also, wanted to give you an update as far as our building situation is concerned. Um, and then at our last core group gathering, I had some folks write down questions that they had about the soft launch season. And I'll be answering those kind of one question per weekly update for as long as it takes to answer all the questions. And so if you weren't able to make it, or if you were at the last core group gathering and you have another question, feel free to email that to me, and I'd be happy to respond to you, but also um, to let other folks know what that question was and what the answer is, so that we're all on the same page. So the first thing I want to tell you about September 5th. You're like, wait, I thought we were soft launching on September 12th. We are, but we're not the only ones that are celebrating this church plant launching out. We've got brothers and sisters in Tacoma and Federal Way that are part of the Resurrection family that are just as excited, maybe not just as excited, but they're excited to see us sent out into Gig Harbor and to see the work that God is doing among us and that He will do through us in the future. And so on September 5th, we're actually going to have a Sending Sunday. This will be at both the 9 and 11 o'clock services. You don't have to come to both, just whatever service you would normally attend, go to that service. And we're going to be inviting anyone who's involved with the Gig Harbor plant to stand, be recognized, but also to come forward and be prayed over and commissioned, sent out to be the church on mission in Gig Harbor. And so whether you come to the 9 or the 11 o'clock service, please, if you're able, make a point to be in Tacoma on September 5th. That'll just be a really, I think, galvanizing time for us, and also a really encouraging time for the church in Tacoma. It's always encouraging to be able to be part of a commissioning and ascending like that. It's really a tangible reminder that God is working in our church, that God is working in our region, and that we get to be part of a bigger story than ourselves. And it's just an exciting time for everyone involved. And so September 5th, 9 and 11 o'clock services, either one will be Sending Sunday. And I'll also be preaching that Sunday kind of as part of that. And so would love for you to be there. As far as our building situation, quick update there. I know I sent out a text that hopefully all of you got, or at least most of you got, yesterday, saying that the leadership team of Harborview Fellowship Church was meeting to discuss whether they can host us for our soft launch season, or at least part of it. They did meet, but I haven't heard back from Pastor Mike, their lead pastor, yet. And so I'm following up with him. I will let you know as soon as I know both what the answer is there and whether there are any other opportunities that we're pursuing. I have reached out to a couple of other churches, and so there are other avenues we're investigating, I guess. But Harborview is talking about it, and they'll let me know hopefully later today whether or not we can use their building. I also, after several months of trying, was able to connect with the executive director of our local YMCA, the Tom Taylor YMCA here in Gig Harbor. And I say it took several months. It was through no fault of her own. The first time I tried to connect, it was as the former director was retiring. And so I was emailing the wrong person for a little while, but got that figured out just yesterday and was able to have a conversation with the new executive director of the Y, just about whether we could partner together in some different ways, what would be the strategic partnerships there, but also the possibility of gathering space. And she is going to call me later today to set up a meeting about that. And so please be praying for that. Whether or not we get to meet in the YMCA space, which would be great if it happens. If the Lord leads us that way, wonderful, we'll follow. But I think there's a lot of opportunity for gospel partnership and for ministry to happen if we are able to partner with the Y in some different ways in the coming years. And so just be praying for those opportunities and for the YMCA and the work that they're doing as well, for the people who call that Y kind of their home, their community. Be praying for the Gig Harbor YMCA community. Last thing, I just want to answer a question from the core group gathering. The question today is, are we going to be doing the same sermon series as Tacoma and Federal Way, preaching through the Gospel of John? The answer is yes. We are starting the Gospel of John sermon series. Is called Life with Jesus on September 12th, on our soft launch day. So I was actually just writing that sermon earlier today. So I'm very excited for this sermon series. It'll be great for us in the season of launching out. Number one, because it's just a very sort of evangelical and evangelistic, I should say, and invitational sermon series. It's all about life with Jesus. What does life with Jesus look like? And it's really an awesome opportunity for folks who don't yet know Jesus to come and ask good questions and to explore and to kind of test out what does life with Jesus look like, and to see what life with Jesus looks like among our community. But it's not just the sermon series for people who aren't yet Christians or for brand new Christians. I think that one of the most powerful parts of this sermon series is going to be the way in which longtime members, longtime Christians, longtime disciples of Jesus are going to be challenged with, okay, what does it look like for life with Jesus to go deeper than just a surface level life? What does it look like for my life with Jesus to affect every area of my life? What does it look like for my life with Jesus to overflow into the people around me and to actually invite them to experience life with Jesus as well? So it'll be very evangelistic. It'll also be very empowering and equipping for those gospel conversations. And hopefully, I think wherever you're at on kind of the faith journey, you'll grow and you'll go deeper in your life with Jesus, in your relationship with Jesus. And so I'm very excited for that. September 12th is coming soon. I cannot wait to gather with you all for our first weekly gathering in Gig Harbor. And I also can't wait to be sent out by Tacoma on September 5th. As always, if you have any questions or want to, set a time to get together and talk, I'd love to do that. You can always email me, drew@resurrectionchurch.com. Love you, church. I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.